This is the A to Z podcast. Expert insights on leadership, business, real estate, investing, and growth.
Flattering, belittling, and manipulations sometimes masquerade themselves as feedback and they don't work. Those feedbacks with good intentions, sometimes they don't work. Part of the reason is because people don't know what to do with the feedback. Today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to share with you the three types of feedback, two stories, real stories of me receiving feedback and how I reacted to them. And also, I'm going to give you a couple of steps that you could take to provide feedback that delivers. People continually give feedback. The problem is not the lack of or the rarity of feedback. The question is, are these feedback working? If we are giving feedback to belittle people, to flatter people, even manipulate, believe me, I have seen that kind of feedback. They don't work, maybe for a short period of time, but people are going to quickly figure that out. You give them feedback, they know what you're doing. It doesn't work. And also you give feedback and people struggle. What do I do with this feedback? Let's start with the three types of feedback. The first type is instant feedback. Second one is performance feedback. And the third one is growth feedback. Instant feedback. For example, you can't hear me. It can't wait. Tell me, Izzy, speak up. Or you see me at the edge of a cliff and I'm about to fall. Hey, tell me, otherwise I'm going to go down there and crash. It can't wait. Instant feedback. The second one is performance feedback, which is common in the workplace. Based on the performance goals, you get feedback. It's mostly one-on-one. It could be every week, every 2 weeks, or maybe every month, every quarter. The third one is growth feedback. You could be a student, a spouse, athlete, and you get growth feedback in a continuous basis. Today, we're going to focus on performance feedback. Let me first share with you two true real stories. It was 2009. I don't mention the company, but you may figure it out. I spoke for 5 minutes. I got feedback. The feedback went like this. Izzy, you dressed well, you're sharp, you were confident. But, see this word? But. I couldn't be able to understand many of your words. You have accent. Let me ask you this. Do you think I acted on that feedback? No. Why? Because there is nothing to act on. The person who gave me the feedback didn't tell me what was working so that I keep on doing it. The person didn't tell me how to fix my accent so that this person could be able to hear me better next time. I didn't act on it. The same organization, 2012, that time larger audience, I improved a lot. I spoke for 10 minutes. I got feedback, formal feedback from the stage. I went down from the stage and some people came up to me and gave me feedback. Most of the feedback were just praises. You did this well. And some of them, I really resonated with your story, stuff like that. One person was standing over there, hearing everything. I could see that person in the corner of my eyes. And I was wondering, why is this person standing there, but not joining the other people who are talking to me after my speech? I didn't know. Once everybody was left, this person closely came up to me, smiling, nice person, and greeted me and say, you know what, Izzy, everything they told you on the stage and here, they're right. I really liked your speech. You're passionate about what you're speaking about, and your content was really, really solid. But this word again, but are you open for a tough feedback? I said, yeah. He told me his backstory. AZ, when you hear me, you think I'm a native speaker, but I'm not. I came to the United States when I was young, and my parents helped me to develop the American accent. And here are the things I did. You are a speaker, you are a coach and consultant. People need to understand you, need to sit there for hours, sometimes for days, and they should be able to understand your pronunciation. And he suggested some resources. I want to ask you this question. What do you think I did with that feedback? You guessed it well. Yeah, I was grateful because it was actionable. And also, the person showed empathy, appreciated me, telling me that I know English is your second language. You have come a long way. I know how hard it is because I was there. And then he gave me some resources. Guess how many dollars I spent the same night? $150. I was a student, full-time student back then, 2012. $150 was like $1,500, even more. I bought CD-ROM. Can you imagine? We used to buy CD-ROMs. I bought CD-ROMs, books. He gave me some YouTube channels where I need to work on opening up my mouth for people to understand me. I can give you one example. I used to say teeth like this, teeth. Now, people from Ethiopia, from my community, they can easily understand what I was saying. I was saying for them teeth. But if somebody's not within my culture, if I say teeth, but while I closing my mouth and without moving my lips, they couldn't understand what I was saying. They asked me to repeat myself. And I remember exercising with my jaw to open my jaw, moving my lips and protruding my tongue to pronounce some words accurately. Because I'm a coach, a consultant, and trainer. If I was in different professions, I wouldn't have gone that far. But my kind of profession require people from diverse cultures and accents should understand me. I'm not a US native accent speaker. No, that's not the goal. I can't be also. I came late. He came when he was a kid. The point, however, is because he gave me a feedback that's implementable, I immediately invested on it. Let me ask you, you could be a leader, entrepreneur, or a professional. Why do you give feedback? Because people to act on it, yeah? So why would you give them feedback that's not actionable? It doesn't give sense. And what I'm going to do today is I'm going to tell you simple steps on how to provide feedback that deliver results. People are happy to come to you to give them feedback. When you don't give them feedback, they wonder, what's going on? AZ is not giving me feedback these days. They come because they know whatever feedback you give them is not to manipulate them, to belittle them, or flatter them to do something for you. They know you improve. You know you grow. That's why they keep on coming to ask you because they benefit from that. The first thing you should do is always provide feedback in private. You see that person waited until everybody was left to give me that feedback. Praise people publicly, provide feedback, even criticism, privately. Second, be in the listening mood. I have seen people providing feedback like, I know you've done this because of this. Hey, that's not because of that they did. Just wait, listen, just ask them simple question. You could ask, I see that you submitted your deadline late. Sorry, you submitted your report late. You missed the deadline. Don't say anything else. Just pause. You see the miracle of pause. They immediately tell you why they did submit late. It could be I was sick, or maybe my daughter was sick, or maybe I was struggling with the reporting software, or it could be I don't care. Depending on their response, you go to the next step. If they said I was sick and my daughter was sick, why should you give them feedback? You just ask about how they feel now, and then maybe you can suggest next time when you have this kind of emergencies, please just let me know ahead of time. I could cover for you, or I can assign somebody else. That's it. Think about you were saying, for example, you don't submit reports on time, you are unprofessional, you don't care about the organization, you disrespect me. Hey, they were sick, their daughter was sick. Or they could say, I was struggling with the software. Now you know the next step. Okay, how can I help you to use the software better? They may say, just coach me, or they may say, just let me take this training, or let me somebody mentor me. You see what I mean? If they say, I don't care, well, you know what to do. You have your guidelines. Maybe you need to bring in human resources. But the key thing is be in the listening mode and ask questions, and also make it conversation. Don't just dump the feedback on them. Make it conversational. You ask their response, you ask, or maybe you contextualize things. You ask them to help you understand their situation, and so on and so forth. Once the issue is identified, the next step will be asking them how to fix it. Don't suggest your solutions. First, let them own it. Let them come up with their own suggestions how to address that. If you're not satisfied, of course, you can offer a better solution, but let them come up with the solution first, and then ask them how you communicate the progress they're making. It could be meeting them every week, or maybe every 2 weeks, or every day, depending on the feedback. And lastly, you want to show support. You could tell them that, hey, while you are addressing this, I'm always there to support you. Stop by my office if you need any help. Give me a call, text me, email me. Most feedbacks, the intention is bad. Even the intentions are good. The way the feedback are given, they don't translate into results. In summary, whenever you provide feedback, you want to make sure that your intention is good, to help people grow, perform better, go to the next level. When you provide feedback, understand that there are different types of feedback, and you need to adjust with the type of feedback that you're giving. And most importantly, you need to know the steps to give privately, listen more, make it conversational, ask for solutions, ask for how to communicate, and provide support. If you do this, you could be able to see immediate results. People look forward to hear your feedback. I want to challenge you. Think about a feedback you want to give next week. I want you to write it down by following the steps I have given you, the framework I have given you. Rehearse it a couple of times. Go out, deliver, and let me know how it did go. Until I see you next time, thank you very much for watching. Looking forward to seeing you soon. Bye-bye.